G'day, Steel Nation. How you going? It's Mark here, Mark Davidson from Steel Nation Australia. What's going on, West Country? What's that? Let's go, baby! Yes, yes! Let's go!
What's the deal with this cancer?
I think the stereotype that we drink Fosters, and the first Foster I saw was in Pittsburgh. It's a true story.
Yeah,
The first ever Foster I saw was in America. I've never seen one.
I thought that was like Australia for beer.
For what? Oi, oi, oi. Welcome back, Steel Nation. Waking up. Hang on. Wait a minute. What's up? Am I here? Hang on. Wrong one. Alrighty. G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Bright and early. 7:25 a.m. Not as early as I normally do. Already 14 people in the house, so I thank you for that. But we're going to talk about the roster cuts. I've already seen it. I kind of wish that I waited. I wish I kind of waited until now and opened it and that kind of stuff. But I've got some layouts ready. We're going to discuss that stuff. Pretty wild, man. There's one thing I'm disappointed in was the Des Fitzpatrick. I thought he was going to make the team. But a few other things too as well that kind of suck. And it's all part of the business. It's all part of 53. So I'm just a bloke in my room talking Steelers. Very true, everyone. Every single one I get, every single intro has got to, g'day, Boomer. Every single intro I'm having a beer. Wouldn't want a beer now, but it's way too early. So let's go through some of the people in here as well. Say hello to everyone in the chat. 17, I can't believe that. It's amazing how fast it goes so quick. So g'day, Jennifer. G'day, Jennifer, what's going on? G'day, Jerry. Hey, hooly doolers. Like that. G'day, 99. Thank you as well for the music as always. G'day, Sean. G'day, Pepper. G'day, George. G'day, Jamie. What's going on? What else we got? G'day, Olin. G'day, Derpy. Fourth down back. What's up? Boomer Sooner. And do a few more. And then I think that's it. And then what's good, everyone? So right on the top of my reaction, my first reaction was, I feel it sucks for Ryan Watts. He had a stinger, and now apparently he's out for the whole year. So we don't get to see him play at all. A bit like Calvin Austin when he went down last year, or his first year when he was on IR the whole time. So that sucks for him. So I need to wake up for sure. It's not the same. But I'm here. That's the point. I'm here. G'day, Patton. What's going on? All right, let's go through it. Let's go some of the cuts. Rightio. So here were the cuts today. We already know yesterday's ones, but here were the cuts. Overall, the Steelers, and by the way, thank you to Alan Saunders out there and his podcasting work and his media work. He's pretty good. He's one of the ones I trust. He does his job correctly. Like, he's not biased. He's, from a reporting standpoint, he's pretty good. I go back and forth with him on Twitter sometimes. He's a pretty good bloke out there in the world of Pittsburgh media. Steelers have cut Luke Hay, Washington, Jacob Wyndham, Marcus Haynes, Willington Pavilion, Jacob Slade, Tykim Doss. Doss was the big guy. He was like the 6'4" guy, 6'5" guy. Huge O-lineman. And then we got from the Ravens, Joey Fisher, guard, John Reese Plumlee. He's being cut. Now, I did see a few Twitters out there saying that why would you bother using him at kickoff return and not use Cordarrelle Patterson? I can see bits of logic to that. At the same time, it's preseason. You're trying to experiment things, trying to work things out for the team. I'm not really against them wasting reps. So John Reese Plumlee, he might go to the practice squad. Matt Sokol, he was a recent pickup. Tight end Rodney Williams, that's an interesting one because when we go to the depth chart, he made the team last year. Jeray Jenkins, Deuce Watts, and the big surprise for me was Des Fitzpatrick. He had a massive preseason, I think 5 catches, 7 catches, 130 yards. And Scotty Miller makes team. And I'm not hating Scotty Miller. I'm just saying I thought that Des might have made the team. I thought he could have been a bloke that would have been there, but it's how it rolls. It's life, it's business, it's going to go forward. Also, too, LaMichael Pirine, he was another running back, had a really big preseason in terms of stats and running the football. So those are your cuts. All those players there have been cut, and then this next slide is players who've been placed on season-ending IR. That's Ryan Watts. He had the stinger, and now he's out. And Julius Welshkoff, he's the international player. He's been on season-ending IR as well. Now, I do believe with those two players, of Ryan Watts and Welshkoff, I think they can remain part of the team. I don't know the ruling around the international player being on IR. That's one step. That's one step in front of my pay packet in terms of is he? Do they take spots? I don't know. I don't know if they take spots up. I'm not even sure if these blokes here, these guys here, Ryan Watts, Julius Welshkoff, Dylan Cook, Jeremiah Moon, and Cole Holcomb, I'm not sure if they take up spots. I feel like they don't. I feel like there's a Steelers 53 already, and when these guys come back into the lineup, they've got to make room. So how do you make room for Dylan Cook? Do you cut another O-lineman? How do you make room for Jeremiah Moon, these guys are meant to return? So IR to return in 4 weeks, or they can, is Cook and Jeremiah Moon. The Steelers also took in, I think, 3 outside linebackers, and they didn't bring in the other bloke was Johnson, who had a pretty big preseason as well from the outside linebacker position. You had TJ Watt, you had, of course, Alex Highsmith, Herbig, and had the guy, is Kyrie Johnson. I think he's been waived as well. So was that in there? Maybe that wasn't even in there. Maybe I missed a few. I might have missed a few. Anyways, I might have missed a few players. That's okay. I could have missed a few players. That's fine. I'm going to go to the depth chart in a minute. But yeah, Ryan Watts, that sucks for him. And that's also very, very unfortunate for Julius Welshkoff, the German international football player. OT Dylan Cook to come back in 4 weeks if he can. And outside linebacker Jeremiah Moon in 4 weeks if he can. Another one that I saw was inside linebacker Cole Holcomb. He's on the PUP reserve list. I think he's the same. I'm pretty sure he's the same where he can come back in 4 weeks. But in that same time, when we go to, and I'll go to your comments in a minute. When we go to the here it is, the depth chart, and also a big shout out to fansfirstsports.com, run by Steel Curtain Network. Those fellas out there, well, that's really big. So I think Dave Schofield wrote this article. So thank you, mate, for putting this together so I can use it on the internet. And yeah, when I get down to the middle linebackers, they have 5 middle linebackers. So when Cole Holcomb comes back, what happens then? You know, there's a lot of ifs. You know what? Before I go into this, I'll read some comments and I'll come back. There's a lot of what ifs. Like at this point in the season, it's the initial 53. It's not the final 53. Things could change tomorrow. They could sign someone tomorrow. They could sign a receiver or an outside linebacker tomorrow. Like things can change. What is going on in the chat? Thank you, Yuli, mate. G'day, Yuli, with the 5 gifted. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. That's awesome. What's up? Anyone else in the chat? Yeah, I feel. Man, I woke up so tired today. I tell you, it's very tough for me to get up and I guess be on the internet like this sometimes. Okay, chat's all good. Alrighty. Yeah, I would have kept Des on the. Yeah, it's just. I guess look. We can't control it. We can't control what happens in that sense. But I thought he had a pretty good preseason. Now I'm not heaps bummed. I'll get over it. But I thought he had a good preseason. But yeah, this initial 53 won't be like it might change in 11 days' time. It might change where you might see someone else cut. No. G'day, Dwayne. What's going on? I'm feeling pretty good. I just need to wake up. I got my coffee here. I legit like what happens is when I do these lives, and you'll see me when I'm far out. You'll see me when I wake up at 3. What I do, I just jump in the shower, get a coffee, and then just go. I've had nothing to eat. But anyways, let's get into the roster, and this might change. Yeah, it does suck, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a hard day today. I think I saw there was over 900 and something players were going to be cut today. 980 players are going to be cut. So it's a very hard day, I think, for players and overall the football world. But at the same time, you've got to congratulate the 53 who make it. Right. So let's talk about the roster. So quarterback, of course, offense is Russell Wilson, Fields, and Allen. That's 1, 2, 3. That's not going to change. I think we've been talking about all that all off season. We know that what that is. Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Cordero Patterson, 1, 2, 3. Harris is 1, Warren's 2. Patterson is that guy that probably gets some runs at halfback, kickoff return, receiver. So I'm okay with that. But I thought there would have been a chance for maybe another bloke to make it, like a P. Ryan or a Ward or someone like that, or a Dejan Edwards. But obviously, they went with the experience with Cordero Patterson, and we have the 1-2 punch in Najee Harris. It's going to be a fantastic year with those 3 running backs, and more than likely, they're going to use Harrison and Warren a lot. George Pickens at 5 receivers: Van Jefferson, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, and Scotty Miller. That was the one where I thought that Des Fitzpatrick could steal that number 5, and we still haven't seen what Roman Wilson can do in terms of that. But I'm keen for Pickens. I'm keen for Jefferson. I'm pretty happy with those wide receivers. Paddy Frymouth, Darnell Washington, and Haywood and Pruitt. Another guy I thought that Pruitt might have been in the practice squad or on the edge. So they're going with 3 tight ends, and Connor Haywood's going to be the tight end and fullback. Let me come back to the chat for a minute. 25 people. That's amazing. That's crazy. Yeah, that's exactly right. Could have cut Logan. Yeah, because he made the team as well. I think he was a rookie. He made the team. Dwayne and Jerry in the house. Alrighty. What the hell what's skooma? What's that? What is that? Is that a Skyrim thing? I feel like it's a Skyrim thing. Alrighty, back to reality. Okay, offensive line, Broderick Jones. Look, I'm not going to talk about today, but left and right, he's made the team. They'll figure that out. I'm not. Look, it's a warranted conversation to have right tackle, left tackle, but it's a bit like to me the receiver too. I'm kind of sick of talking about where he plays. Just get him in the lineup and play. James Daniels, Zach Frazier, Cian Marlowe, Dan Moore. Of course, he'll be either on the starting 5 or backing up. Troy Fautanu, he's got his health concerns. Like, hopefully he comes back. Maybe he'll be right tackle. We'll see. Mason McCormick and Spencer Anderson and Ryan McCollum. So your backups could be, actually, Broderick Jones could be a backup. We don't know just yet. Dan Moore and these 3 blokes here. The big guard, McCormick, Spencer Anderson, Ryan McCollum. Now, here's the big one that Sean was talking about, defensive line. They kept Logan Lee. So Logan Lee was the rookie. Cameron Haywood is, of course, the 1, 2, 3. Cameron Haywood, Benton, Ogunjobi. DeMarvin Liao has been playing outstanding. Montravius Adams, another run stuffer. Dean Lowry, he's the guy, I think, from the Vikings. So he's been for the Steelers for the first year. So really, the only new players this year is Dean Lowry and Logan Lee. The other guys were on the line last year. Outside linebacker is TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig. So there's no 4. There's no 4 linebackers. But maybe we'll see some other players step up into that position. Maybe you'll see Peyton Wilson on the edge. I don't know. Maybe you see him somewhere else. Maybe you'll see a lot of players move around and a lot high workload and volume for TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. And Nick Herbig maybe gives him more chance now to be a part of the team. All right, 3 outside linebackers. Inside linebackers, we have Patrick Queen, Roberts. By the way, they're going to go off. I've been talking very highly of those 2 blokes recently, the last month. Peyton Wilson will come back from his injury. Mark Robinson had a really good preseason. So you've got guys here who can play teams. That is Wilson, Robinson, and Matakevich, right? Those three blokes will play teams. Wilson will be somewhere on the field too. So that was quite interesting. I think most people had that 5, right? Cornerback, Joey Porter Jr., Dante Jackson. That's the 1-2 on either side. Corey Trice, unless Corey Trice comes in and steals it. Benny Bishop, Darius. That was a surprise for me too, actually. Rush. But he also does play the gunner. And speaking of gunners, that Des Fitzpatrick was playing gunner as well. Now he's not there. But I tell you, okay, coming back. Hold up. I tell you what, 28 people. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. 100%. And here it is, 28 people in the house. I did say the other day, Miles Boykin has been cut. James Pierre has been cut. There's been over 958 players being cut. This is not the final 53. That sounds like a movie. This is not the final 53. There's only initial 53. I expect Khan to make more moves in terms of this roster, right? Oh man, yeah, it's not over. The season's not over. Your favorite guys, if he didn't make the team, he's not there. It's only in the initial one, right? It does suck though. To be honest, it does suck for the guys that are on IR. Let me bring it back. So Darius Rush, he was playing gunner and stuff like that. Now safeties, someone's got to remind me in terms of, if you can in the chat, in terms of Jalen Elliott. I'm pretty sure he played last year, right? I think he played last year. I feel like I haven't seen his name once in camp. I haven't seen his name once in preseason, but I think he played last year. So in terms of safeties, have Minka Fitzpatrick, Deshaun Elliott. He's the other guy next to him. DeMonte Kazi. We've been talking about the 3 safety set for a long time. So plus he got injured last year too. That kind of sucked. Miles Killebrew is a special teams captain, so he will be on teams as well. What's gonna be fun to watch is Killebrew. I tell you what, Killebrew, Matakevich, Mark Robinson, Peyton Wilson. Those blokes, or Peyton Wilson could be a maybe, but those blokes on the kickoff return, if you're running into them, they're going to knock you out. Like, you've got some hard-hitting players in Robinson, Wilson, Matakevich, right? There's my new highlighter. And Miles Killebrew, when you're running the ball back, and I think that was like a point of reason that the Steelers wanted to take care of was really look after the kickoff return in terms of going getting Patterson 84 to run it back. And maybe you put next to him, you could probably use a Warren. They're not going to use a Fields as a joke, right? But maybe use a kickoff return in maybe Calvin Austin back there with Cordero Patterson, right? But in terms of the hard-hitting players, you're going to see Killebrew on there. You might see DeMonte Kazi out on the kickoff return. Darius Rush could be in there, Beanie Bishop as well. But the big blokes like Matakevich, who want to do the dirty work, and Big Red and Mike Robinson, they're going to knock people out, man. They're definitely going to knock people out. G'day, Sarah. What's going on? So let's finish this. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Keanu Benn's going to have a big year. Same with Liao too. And I saw a video. I think it was from Alan Saunders, talking about, was it Alan Saunders or DK Sports, talking about how, players take a long time to develop. And I think it was talking about Loudermilk, when people say, oh, why did Loudermilk make the team? It was because, he's been turning away at his craft and getting better and better and better. And your rookie days are far terrible compared to 2 or 3 years into the league when you're learning how to play. So, yeah, Liao's that's right too. He's going to play 2 different positions in terms of defensive end and outside linebacker. Maybe that's why they got a few there. Hooly dooly. Okay, let's finish it up. So Joey Porter and those guys there, 5 cornerbacks, safeties, Killebrew, Teamer, Jalen Elliott. Like I said, if anyone knows if he played, I think he played last year, but I can't remember. The last 3, of course, this wasn't going to change. Place kicker or field goal specialist, Chris Boswell, punter, Cameron Johnston, long snapper, Christian 46. So overall, 24 on the offense. I counted through it. I got 4 wrong. I got 4 names wrong, but I'm not here to be right or wrong. 24 offense, 26 defense, specialist 3. That's your total 53. And then, of course, a pup list and these guys. And also, too, Cameron Sutton. He's banned 10 games. So when we come back to week 10 or week 9, they got to try and find him a way to come back. Dylan Cook, Jeremiah Moon can come back in 4 weeks. I believe Holcomb can too. So this won't be the end of it. This definitely won't be the end. Thank you, Jerry, mate. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. I'm thinking of a different guy. I must be thinking of, hang on. Jalen Elliott was on the Ravens last year. Am I thinking? I must be thinking of a different bloke. I swear we had an Elliott last year on the team. Was he the? I'm thinking of the middle linebacker. I swear we had like a middle linebacker. Now it's gonna freaking annoy me. I thought. Hang on. Let's figure this out. If I go to stats, I thought he was last year, but I could be wrong. What season do I want? 2023. Uh-oh. Jalen Elliott. Where is he? Does it show me? Oh, here it is. So last year... No, I think I'm wrong. I thought it was someone called that. Maybe I'm mixing someone up completely. We had Miles Jack in there. We had Eric Deathrow. I'm thinking of someone completely different. Completely different. Anyways, that's kind of the 53. So let me know what you guys think about that. Obviously, yeah, the big one for me, 8 games, not 10. Well, week 10. Thank you, Sean, mate, for the $5. So he was on the team? I thought so. I don't know, dude. I can't figure it out. Yeah. 4 wrong. Unsubscribed. Can you imagine? Hey, honest to goodness, some people do that. You know what I find funny too is when people leave comments in my videos, and if I get something wrong and they say, "Oh, unsubscribed, I'm out of here." It's like, I don't care. Like, I appreciate that you're here. I really do. If you're part of the chat and part of the HDU community, I fucking love that you're here and we're having a conversation about Steelers, and that's all I want to talk about, right? But if I say something wrong and they go into the chat and say this, and this, you don't know your facts, blah, 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 I'm going to unsubscribe. Good. There's a million other people who want to come and say hello. There's 29 people right now in the chat. I'm not saying you, JJ52, you know exactly what I mean. It's like some of these things on the internet's kind of funny, man. It's kind of interesting in that perspective anyway. So Elliott was on the okay, he was on the practice squad. Anyways, I'm gonna be intrigued to see how he plays football, because I don't overly know that I wasn't paying too much attention towards Jalen Elliott this year. Anyways, enough Jalen Elliott talk. G'day, Mama Bev, what's going on? She says HDU. Woof. Sarah says, I'm just sitting here excited that I'll be off for the next game. I worked every preseason one, and the next game will be Steelers versus Falcons in 11 days. That's pretty crazy, man. I'm kind of like, yeah. So today was 12. So tomorrow's 11. Guess who's 11 in my countdown? It's not who you think. Alrighty. Crazy, man. All right, I'll take a quick little break. They are funny. Yeah, people are like that. They want to tell you the amount of times, a lot of you guys know this, but the amount of times in my chats from comments is because I'm from Australia and I wake up at 7 a.m. and 3 a.m., I don't know the fucking game. That annoys me. That I've been watching this game for 24 years, from all the way from 2002 or 2000 when I started watching playing Madden and watching the movies, and then pretty much obsessing over my life over the Steelers in the NFL. And then I see one comment and say, you can't support the Steelers, you can't go for them because you're not from Pittsburgh. This is the world team, right? This is the world's team. There's Mexico, Germany. There's so many different fan bases out there. They've got a really big following now in Ireland, and that's where the roots come from Dan Rooney, that kind of stuff. So I do find that kind of stuff a bit funny sometimes. Not saying you guys out there, but some of the comments are like, well, what do you know? What do you know? So I mean, I probably know half than you do. Woof. G'day. Really thought what's going on? Today's shop. Time out. Okay. Time out. I need a Brennan Ayuk. I need a fuck no button. That's what I need. I need a fuck no. We know. All right, time out. I need a water. And man, let's talk about more about this. We should play. Let's play Arsenal DB instead. You know what I just realized? I just realized that Arsenal DB is like musically talented on the violin and the guitar and that kind of stuff, the piano, and also NSMC 99. Am I like, is this trying to like a gateway for music, people? It's crazy. That's wild. Because you've got Arsenal DB, then you've got this bloke here doing this. That's what about dancing, right? And then, right? So you've got, okay, we've got a violinist, we've got the background track, and then you've got this bloke. You come for the Steelers talk, and then you also get some, highly talented musical artists as well. Isn't that fantastic? That's great. 31 people in the house. Woo! Nah, man, you are an absolute gem. You're a legend. You're an if people have the buttons there, absolute legend. I appreciate that. In 11 days time, we're gonna hear some crazy music, man. And I've played it a few times, but we're gonna hear some crazy music. So, anyways, that's the 53. We got there. We're 11 days away from the season. And I know a lot of media outlets are going to say, by the way, Dan Orlovsky, he said he was bamboozled by the fact that the Steelers are going to go with Wilson and not Fields. Well, Dan Orlovsky doesn't watch the team. If you've been here since February this year or April, March, or whenever Russell Wilson signed, he was destined to be quarterback number one from the very beginning. Now, I talked about it with Brennan from the chat, Bulaga, the Steelers fan who's been at camp like 8 or 9 times. And I talked to him about Russell Wilson's got to be number one. He thinks it should be Justin Fields. But sometimes, and nothing against Brennan or people who think it should be Justin Fields, sometimes if you think it should be, you've got to look at what the Steelers would do or are going to do. And they're going to start Russell Wilson. It's going to happen. When you go back to that, and there's no problem with that either. Right? Let me hang on. I'm gonna not do that first. When I go up here, like I hope that Justin Fields works out and he can be a quarterback for the future, or vice versa with Russell Wilson. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much to me who starts. But I think Mike Tomlin's going to choose Russell Wilson from the beginning, and then we'll see what happens. Absolutely, he's a legend. You guys are all legends, man. It is crazy. Pato says, I'm a musician. I play guitar and it's flute and I sing too. And then Jedov says it's Phil's job. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Crazy. That's insane. Thank you, Pepper, as well. So this is what I mean, man. This is what you guys are really awesome. The HDU community is we've created not a fake, like a made up kind of university that has everyone involved that supports our team Steelers. And then we we study on the side. I think it's sweet. Jet Devil plays the electric triangle and cowbell, we're building up a team. That's our music section, our music department. Now, I really do appreciate all the music that comes in and says hello. But like for real though, man, like I'm excited to see Russell Wilson play week 1 versus the Falcons, That's the order. Wilson, Fields, Kyle Allen. And the stuff that Dan Orlovsky says about being bamboozled. I saw another tweet from Jeremy, another bloke in the media. They just have no idea. It's like they don't watch. It's like they don't watch the team. It's like they just want to create their own storylines anyway. Where was it? I think did I tweet him out? No, I didn't do it. I thought I did. If I can find it, I'll bring it up. No. I thought I tweeted him out. Anyways, it was someone talking about another wild take, and I was like, these guys don't even watch it. 99 plays trumpet as well. G'day, Jake. What's going on? That's unreal. So that's it. That's at 53. I might keep it. I'm going to probably keep it a short show today because I'm going to go live as well. I said that. I said in one of my comments, I was like, the only competition was between you and the end zone won 2-0. That's the only competition. Jamie says he had X vocals for a few Florida heavy metal bands back in the 90s. I can play bass and some drums. Everyone can play. That's unreal. So, yeah, let's keep it short. I'm going to do a quick little rundown of the players, and we'll keep it short. All right. So, here we go again. Wilson, we know that. We knew the running backs. The big difference was Scotty Miller and Scotty Miller over Patrick. I got to see Wilson play. Michael Pruitt was one. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I got to sneeze. Are you kidding me? Is there a counter of how many times I fucking got to sneeze? Like sometimes when I go on. Oh my god! Wait a minute. No. Sometimes I think when I turn on live and I'm going on the actual computer and I'm in my room talking to y'all, right? I feel like the internet gods or whoever are just like, oh, we're gonna make you sneeze, we're gonna make you cough, we're gonna make you study your words, we're gonna make you do this. Jeez, that was terrible. Okay, and the other one, yeah, I think they're pretty set. Besides the guys coming back, defense was maybe Logan Lee was a surprise, or Lowry maybe. And I was pretty happy with that. I was happy with, and maybe Darius Rush was a surprise. Overall, man, that's our team. That's our team. Holy dooley. Okay. You guys got any questions? We'll put questions in the chat, like one or two, and I'll get out of here. Later on today, we're doing a podcast as well with Steelers Dynasty podcast, talking about top 5, maybe like top 5 surprises or top 5 players you want to see excel. We are 11 days away. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Let me get rid of that. But thank you as well to Yuli and Sean for the coin coming in. I appreciate that. Okay. And yeah, I reckon too, they're probably going to like add some players as well. I saw that Martavis Bryant has been cut. I don't know if they add him. I saw, yeah, the 2 gunners in Pierre and Miles Boykin. And I'm just reading here from Jerry Dulac, rookie defensive back Ryan Watts' injury was much worse, and he's out for the year. That sucks. That's not good. So 7th round pick Watts was playing pretty good in the preseason. So he has to wait a whole year now, and then he comes back next year. That's a long time away. Very long time. The next live is in about probably 2 hours. I think 2 hours. Yeah, I think at like 3 hours, 3.5 hours away. 4th down back says Scotty Miller most likely. That's a good. It really could happen. It could happen tomorrow. They could sign a receiver. I'm not talking about Ayuk. They could sign a receiver tomorrow or the next day, and he might be cut. And this businessman is not to be you got not tread lightly. Like these players, the average NFL career is like 3 or 4 years. Some of these players only make a few $1 million and then they're out. Right? Where's Benny Snell? Where's those kind of players? Right? Where's Marcus Allen? I got to show it. I saw this video. I got to show it for Daniel Javies there. Oh no, not this one, not that one, not the up the wazoo one. This one. Where's Marcus Allen? That is still one of my favorite photos. I just think that's so funny that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people, 7 players, and you got Marcus Allen on the wrong team. Marcus Allen over there like, hey, what's going on? Where are you? So, yeah, it's tough. It's a tough business, man. It's a very, very tough business for players to get to maybe make some coin. They get bruised and battered and fucked up, you know. You'll be home by then. Yeah, it's really early over there, right? Okay, let's get out of here. I'm going to have some breakfast, and then I'm going to have Bubba and hopefully Shane, if I've done my timing right, because Shane does another West Virginia podcast as well at the same time or half an hour later. So it'll be my 11:30. It'll be your 9:30 or something like that. So thank you, everyone, for coming to chat. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, 4th Down. Thank you, Judge52. Thank you, Toddy. Thank you. Who else we got? Pato, Jamie, 99, J Quest. We'll do one more. and Tanisha. There we go. All right. I will see you guys in about 3.5 hours' time if you want to come back and say hello, discussing all things. All Steelers talk? No, not that one. I can't find my video. Where's my fucking video? All right, and see you later. I'll see you guys later. Left the light on. See you later. Bye.